Hello, America. Once again, good morning, and to Maya's Politics and Survival Guide. I'm here today because I am talking to you about how you can fight back uh, America and boycott. Uh, this is how you have the power in your hands. It's a struggle. I know everybody is struggling today, but you can do it if you have the ability to do so. I'm going to take a sip of my Folgers instant coffee. It was really hot because I made it fresh not too long ago. So, but anyway, I do love my Folgers coffee. So, uh, one of the things I want to explain to America is that you have been told that um, America is the best country in the world. Well, it's not. It just isn't. They tell you what you want to hear. You are just manipulated and convinced that it is when it's actually not. We have all these oligarchs, which would be Amazon, which would be Apple, Microsoft, all these huge conglomerates, um, businesses that are running our country now. And they're literally running it into the ground. They are destroying, they all bought everybody else out, and now they own pretty much everything. And now they're taking control of everything, you in particular. Now, we have the ability to fight back in America. You can boycott. You can boycott Microsoft. Microsoft is already struggling because most computer companies are ditching Microsoft software. I haven't used a Microsoft computer for almost 20 years. I think they suck. Didn't like them. Their earlier version of Microsoft operating systems was pretty good. But after 2008, it started going downhill. So I just got rid of it. I went with Apple, and I'm not all that pleased with Apple either. So, but I did learn that Linux, a great operating system, open source operating system, you can install on an Apple computer as well as a PC, and you don't have to go out and buy a new PC. You can literally upgrade to Linux and get rid of Microsoft once and for all. And you can do the same with your Apple computers too now. The world is changing, America, and you have the power in your hands. You just don't see it because you haven't really been told. Now, have you? Well, I'm going to tell you. If you're working in America and you want to take control, if you have the finances saved up to 2 weeks to a month, talk with your coworkers. Everybody go to work that morning. Then everybody walk out for 3 days to a week to 2 weeks. That's your power. You walk off the job, they lose money. And that's all these rich oligarchs are about, is money. They don't care about human life or people. All they care about is money and themselves. But see, you have that power. But you also have to save money in order to use that power. You got to stop eating out at these fast food places like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. The more you stop going to these fast food places, and I'm even including Starbucks and all these coffee drive-through places, stop going. Make your own coffee. You can save a lot of money that way. I make mine every day. Oh, and it's good too. Uh, but I'll tell you, you have the power in your hands. You just have to be informed on how to use it. You have to stand in solidarity with your coworkers as they did to create a union. Now they're abolishing unions little by little across the country again, where you have no rights. Stop shopping on Amazon. Stop shopping on eBay. Go to your smaller stores in your towns and communities and do your shopping. Stop shopping at Walmart. Just because I go to Walmart doesn't mean I'm shopping there. I just go there to see the price changes. But I have bought a lot of stuff from Walmart to stock up on. But I did that last year when Trump got back in office because I read Project 2025. You have the power in your hands, America. If you live in a country like I do, I used to live in California. And I'll tell you this, in California, you don't have all the access. You live in concrete cities. In the country, you have land, you have ground to build on, to grow on. And I'm fortunate because we have Amish people around that we can buy from. Fresh cooked goods, fresh eggs, all this stuff. And one of the things is I noticed that the eggs at Walmart, I I purchased a dozen of them. And I didn't want to drive out a ways to the Amish to get some eggs. I just thought, well, I got to go to town, which is a 35-mile drive one way, to get some things at Menards because I'm redoing my front porch area. The oh well, whatever it is, I had to get the stuff from Menards, so I went to I went to Walmart and I got a dozen eggs. We'll talk about a regret. Something is different about their eggs. The the one thing I noticed about the eggs was that the egg shells were really, really thin, paper thin. And usually when you crack a good egg, it cracks open. The shell is sturdy and firm. It doesn't just break into little pieces. And I'm taking a spoon and I'm digging out all these little pieces of shell that went into the egg. And then the egg yolk didn't look right. When I get my eggs from the Amish, the yolk is actually a dark orangish color, and they're really good. You can tell. But this one, the yolk was like really odd yellow looking color. And my husband made the comment this morning, and he said, "What kind of eggs are these?" And I said, "Oh, these are the ones we got at Walmart yesterday." And he said, "They don't taste right." And I said, "Well, that's all we got." So I sent him down to the Amish people to get about 4 dozen of eggs. And So, because I use a lot of eggs in my recipes and stuff. So when I do baking, and but the thing is, I won't ever buy them again. I I go to Walmart, not for me, but for you, to let you know what's happening there, what's missing from the shelves. And some of the things I've noticed is the cornmeal has disappeared entirely from the shelves of Walmart. There's so many other things that have gone missing. Um, I'm noticing white vinegar is disappearing. Apple cider vinegar is disappearing, and what they had left was so overpriced. And sugars, flour, all those things are different now. They're missing. The selection has gotten so small. The pasta area has gotten smaller. Pasta sauce has gotten smaller. Um, the baking section is different than what it used to be. The chocolate chips that you get, the Hershey's chocolate chips and the Toll House chocolate chips, read the labels because some of them aren't even real chocolate any longer. They're flavored chocolate chips. They're not real chocolate chips. And that's because of the cocoa industry or cacao industry. The What's happened is that everything has changed. The people we uh, where they grow the cacao, they they've had diseases. The plants, a lot of plants have died that produce the chocolate from these plants, and now that there's uh, the tariffs and everything for imports, the cost of these chocolates have gone up extremely high. The chocolate baking bars have gone up really high, but they've gotten smaller too. And be sure to read the ingredients list because not all of them are actually chocolate, real chocolate. It's artificial. Read the back of the bars and the ingredients. Uh, when it came to the area where they used to sell well, I just gave it away, but where they used to sell the freeze dried powdered milk and powdered eggs and other things. Uh, I couldn't find it yesterday. I don't know what happened to it. I did go on Amazon and I noticed that one container of powdered eggs is up to $100. Powdered eggs. Now, fighting back in America, you have the power, America. You just think you've lost it because of all these rich oligarchs. See, they can charge you $100 for those powdered eggs. But guess what? You don't have to buy them. You can get yourself some chickens and get eggs. I do recommend that everybody buy powdered milk and read the instructions before making it so you know how it's done. But the less you buy from these corporate businesses, the less money they make. And if you walk off your jobs for up to a week to 2 weeks, you hit them where it hurts the most. Wall Street. And don't get me on Wall Street. Because I'm going to tell you right now, America, if you're putting little dollars into Wall Street thinking you're going to come out rich, good luck with that one. See, back in 1928-29, during the Great Depression, when it hit, that's when people with money bought out Wall Street. They bought up everything. They just made you think you have the same opportunity. But what little money you put in gets lost. It goes into their pocket. Wall Street is one of the biggest Ponzi scams in America, next to religion and church. A lot of people don't even see it that way. I do. And the reason why I say church, well, you've been told you need to go to church. You need to told you need to give your money to them. You've been told that you need a middleman to connect with God. God's with you everywhere you go. I don't go to church. Don't believe in it. I believe in God. I can pray at home. I can read my Bible at home. Not a Trump Bible. My Bible. See, America has been misled, lied to, and cheated all their life. You do have the power, America. And if you can walk off your job and get your coworkers all to walk off the job first thing in the morning, these big corporate businesses, they got a problem. And as for Amazon, same thing. Every one of those workers at Amazon's need to walk off. Demand better pay. Demand full medical insurance, medical coverage. Demand vacation pay. Demand bathroom breaks. Demand a 1-hour lunch break. You will get it if you stand in solidarity. Please click like, subscribe, and remember, God is with you everywhere you go. You don't have to give your money away to a church. Like I've told plenty of pastors in the past, get a real job and start paying your share of taxes. Stop asking me to support your ass. God bless you all, and I hope you all stand in solidarity, and I hope you vote November 2026 blue all across America so we can clean up our government. Bye-bye.